Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So around about the end of last year I made a video about some of my favourite things about autumn, and I had a few people ask if I would be doing it for other seasons, so I've decided to give it a go because I've got favourite things about all of the seasons and I thought it would be quite a nice little series to run. So today's video is my favourite things about winter. So winter, probably, I wouldn't say winter is my favourite season. There's some nice things about it, but I much prefer autumn and spring. However, there are definitely things that I enjoy about winter. So the first thing that I really like about winter is being able to build a snowman. Obviously this depends on having snow, but generally for the last few years we've had like decent amounts of snow. This year I didn't get the chance to make a snowman myself, but I did watch my two sisters out of the window making one in our garden, and I think it turned out pretty well actually, if I do say so myself. Something else that I really enjoy about winter is just being able to wrap up warm when you go out. It's lovely in summer being able to go out and just not bother like putting a coat on or anything, but I quite enjoy sort of putting my gloves on and my scarf and having a like little woolly hat and just being all cozy and warm whilst it's like chilly outside. And it's also a good excuse to, like, you know, buy new hats and gloves and scarves and coats and all that kind of thing. So I try and find enjoyment in it. I also find with winter I tend to spend more time with my family. I don't know whether it's just because we're all kind of cooped up indoors, so we tend to have more like family evenings or family meals and things like that. But certainly something I've noticed is that during winter we tend to have that sort of like cozy family time, and I just really love it. So going with the whole coziness theme, something else that I absolutely love about the winter is being able to have like a log fire or an open fire. We were lucky enough to have an open sort of log fire put in to our house a couple of years ago now, I think, and it just makes so much of a difference. We've always had a fireplace, but having that like log fire where you put all the logs on yourself and then, you know, you get that smell that comes with a log fire, it's just lovely, and the dogs absolutely love it too. They will just camp out in front of the fire and they're more than happy there for the rest of the evening. Going back to spending time with my family, something else that I really love about winter is having sort of cozy afternoons playing board games. I tend to find we play a lot more board games during the winter because I suppose like when it's summer you're outside more and you're doing things outside. But in winter, when you're sort of cozying up at home, it's good fun to just get the board games out and have like a family game. I would say Monopoly, but I think that just gets too stressful. But we've played various games over the winter, like Cards Against Humanity is always quite funny. My brother and sister-in-law taught us how to play Exploding Kittens, and yeah, it's just really nice, all sort of like huddling around a board game and just having some laughs, keeping cozy and spending time with people that you love. I don't think you can get through winter without hot chocolate, so hot chocolate is definitely one of my favourite things about winter, whether that's going out to a cafe and having a hot chocolate with like squirty cream and everything when you're out, or I've got quite into making my own hot chocolates with coconut milk and squirty cream and marshmallows, and it's naughty, but I just love curling up on the sofa with a big mug of hot chocolate that's like overflowing with cream. Like once in a while I think it's quite alright to do that. And as well as hot chocolates, I cannot get through winter without cups of tea, and like copious cups of tea. I am a bit of a tea addict anyway, as most people will know if you follow me on my Instagram or my weekly vlogs. But during the winter it's just a perfect time for like experimenting with different types of teas. I mean, I have a big collection of teas, whether it's herbal tea, fruit tea, green tea, normal tea. I absolutely love the biscuit blend at the moment, the Yorkshire tea biscuit blend. And again, there's nothing better than just coming in from like it being really cold and possibly like rainy and horrible, and just switching the kettle on and curling up with a steaming mug of tea. While I'm enjoying my cup of tea or my hot chocolate, something else about winter that I think is really lovely is just curling up with a really good book. I have definitely got back into reading recently, and I just think there's nothing better than snuggling under a blanket with a book that you're kind of really engrossed in, or we're going to bed a bit earlier, popping your electric blanket on and snuggling down and getting lost in a book. I mean, I would read all through the year anyway, but there's just something about it when it's cold outside. It's just really, really nice having a good book on the go to just snuggle up inside and read. Another thing that I definitely cannot do without over the winter period is bubble baths. I am a big bath lover anyway, and I have an overflowing stash of Lush bath bombs and bubble baths and all sorts of things like that. And it's sometimes when you've just been outside or you've been out and you're freezing cold, like right down to your bones, and you just cannot warm up, the best thing I find to do is to run a nice warm bubble bath, loads of bubbles, candles, and just, yeah, really, really nice, chilled out, and then sink into the water and just warm up and relax. There's just nothing better than a relaxing bubble bath as far as I'm concerned. So something that I just mentioned that I also really love during the winter is candles. I mean, I would be quite happy to burn candles for the whole year round anyway. I have drawers full of the things, but I think especially in winter it's just really lovely to have candles burning because it's all dark and cold and horrible outside. I think it just brings a bit of light and coziness into the house, and you can just get so many scents and flavours, and I just love it. I love having the smell of like something really like comforting and warm in the house, and just seeing like the little lights flickering just makes me feel happy and makes it feel a little bit less dark and horrible. During the winter when it's like freezing cold, and I find it really difficult to like stay warm, so I really love things like hot water bottles, the Wheatie bags that you put into the microwave, and I absolutely love my electric blanket. Basically anything that just gives a bit of heat and helps to keep me warm. And you can get so many cute ones, even in like places like Primark, they sell them, and I just love that kind of warm, like comforting hug that you can get from them. And yeah, they're definitely one of my winter staples. Something else that I really love to keep me warm during winter are bedroom boots or slippers and warm pairs of big fluffy socks. I absolutely hate having cold feet, so anything that I can find to keep my feet warm, I love. And I love choosing cute socks and slippers, and seriously I have a huge collection. It's getting slightly out of hand now, but I just can't resist a cute pair of socks or slippers. Another of my favourite things about winter is that there always seems to be really good TV on. I haven't noticed it so much in the summer, I guess because maybe people are out and about a bit more in the summer, but during winter I just have so much stuff recorded on my TV that I need to watch. I love it at Christmas, obviously, when the Radio Times comes out and there's all sorts of like specials and things like that on the TV, but I also find there just seem to be really good like dramas on BBC and ITV, and just like really decent TV to get like stuck into. And I think when you're stuck inside and it's cold and horrible outside, you need some like really good TV or good like films or something to watch to just keep you feeling a little bit like better and not so sad about the fact that it's freezing cold and raining outside. I felt like I couldn't really talk about my favourite things about winter without mentioning Christmas, because obviously Christmas is a massive part of winter, and generally I am a big fan of Christmas. Yes, there's stress and stuff like that around it, but I love everything that kind of comes with Christmas, the family, the friends, the like services at church, the gift buying, all sorts of things. I just am a big Christmas fan. I love the decorations and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I guess that's probably my favourite part about the winter, because with it being so cold and dark and horrible outside, I just feel like Christmas brings so much light and happiness into what would otherwise be quite a sort of sad time of year. And then coming with Christmas, I also absolutely love seeing all the Christmas lights around the winter. Again, because it's so like dark and cold outside, I just absolutely love it when everyone starts putting up their Christmas lights and you just have all these like colourful lit up houses and trees and stuff, and it just makes everything feel much more happy and just really, really nice. And it just, yeah, it makes things seem less dark. And I always find when Christmas lights get taken down, all of a sudden it feels so dark. So I really try and make the most of going around and seeing the Christmas lights, having lots of Christmas lights at home, and just, I mean, I'm a big fan of fairy lights anyway, but just anything that brings a bit of light to the evenings or even the daytimes, and just puts a smile on my face. And then the last thing that I really love about winter, and I guess it kind of pairs in with Christmas as well, is building a gingerbread house. It's something that I've tried to do now for the last few years, and I'm so excited for when Noah gets a bit bigger and he's able to join in as well. But I just love it. I've done like various types of gingerbread house over the years. So some I've like tried to bake myself and then put together. I try and not do that anymore because I'm not good enough really to do that with my baking. So now I tend to either buy the bits and then you can stick them together, or last year my sister bought me a ready-made gingerbread house which just needed to be decorated. But however you do it, I just think it's really good fun because it never quite lives up to what it's meant to look like in the recipe or on the packet or whatever, but it's good fun to do like with a few of your family or your friends and just have a good time like messing about with icing and sweets and decorating it and seeing like who can put the most icing and stuff on their bit of gingerbread house. And it's always good fun obviously to eat it afterwards as well. So I really hope you've enjoyed hearing some of my favourite things about winter. I would love to hear some of your favourite things, and yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any other kind of favourites videos a bit like this one that you'd like to see. I'm hoping to do one for spring and summer as well, but if there's any other kind of things you'd like to see, do let me know, or any other videos in general that you want to see, let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel because it means the world to me and it helps other people to see my videos as well. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!